If you're enjoying this podcast, explore The Calm Operator, a practical survival guide by Steve Barker, published by Books Central. Built for pressure, it helps you stay composed, think clearly and act effectively in outdoor, urban, and emergency situations. Find the book on Amazon or through the Books Central website. When people think about survival, they often imagine dramatic rescues, rugged landscapes, or extreme weather. But in the field, one of the most important skills is much simpler: fire starting. A good fire can give you warmth, reduce stress, dry clothing, purify water, signal for help, and boost morale when conditions get difficult. In this episode, we're breaking down fire, starting as a practical survival skill that depends less on luck and more on preparation, patience, and judgment. The first thing to understand is that fire starting begins long before you strike a spark. Good fuel selection matters. Fire needs the right combination of tinder, kindling, and fuel wood, and each layer has to be dry enough and sized correctly to catch the flame from the layer beneath it. Tinder is the easiest material to ignite, so think of dry grass, birch bark, fine wood shavings, cotton, or other natural fire starters. Kindling should be pencil thin at first, then gradually larger, if you rush this step and pile on thick logs too early. The fire will choke before it gets established. A strong fire is built, not forced. Another key part of fire starting is choosing the right fire lay for the conditions. In wet weather, a compact teepee or log cabin style can help concentrate heat and shelter the flame. In windy conditions, you may need natural windbreaks or a shallow trench to protect the ignition point. On the ground, fire safety matters too. Clear away leaves, roots, and debris, and make sure your fire is set in a safe place away from low branches and anything that could catch. Good firecraft is not just about making flames, it is about controlling them. Next comes ignition, and this is where calm technique really pays off. Whether you're using a lighter, matches, a ferro rod, or another fire starter, the goal is the same: transfer enough heat into your tinder to create a sustained flame. Many people fail because they focus on the spark instead of the whole process. A spark is only the beginning. You need a dry, well-prepared tinder bundle, enough airflow, and a steady hand. If one method doesn't work, don't panic. Reassess your fuel, protect your tinder from moisture, and try again with better preparation rather than more force. Finally, fire starting is as much about confidence as it is about skill. In survival situations, frustration can lead to wasted fuel, poor decisions, and wasted energy. The more you practice under different conditions, the more you'll learn how fire behaves in damp air, wind, cold, or low-quality fuel environments. That experience builds judgment. And judgment is what turns fire from a lucky success into a dependable tool. If you can build a fire when conditions are less than ideal, you gain one of the most valuable advantages in the field. Fire starting is a foundational survival skill because it solves multiple problems at once. It keeps you warm, helps you think clearly, and gives you a better chance of staying safe through the night. In the next stages of survival training, fire becomes part of a larger system that includes shelter, water, and navigation. But it starts right here with understanding your materials, reading your environment, and learning to make flame on purpose. Master that, and you've taken a major step toward real self-reliance.